One, two. Love you, Divine Tarot, and you. What up, all of my divine loves and my divine love vets? What it do? The higher realms is right here before you guys all the time. It's just for you to recognize, all right? It's no disguise because it comes clearly to your eyes. It's crazy. It's crazy. Numbers, signs, and synchronicities. Now, I don't know if you guys hear the airplane going over, but this message is for specific federal government employees, okay, that are initially losing their minds, their body, their finances, their assets, their acquired said gifts, a lot of things, falling apart. They're losing their heart, they're losing their confidence, things of that nature. Losing their wit, all right? Wish they could forget. This is a message for those, okay? And I got this message in a inkling of it in one of the Pisces. So this will resonate with a specific Pisces. I told you in your read this, that, and the third. Well, the message I received for a lot of federal government work, let me tell you guys, being a messenger means that I am not attached to any message that that comes through me a lot of times. It's like no attachment whatsoever. It's just simply a message through the higher realms. I give it to you guys and I leave it there. You know what I mean? Although, make no mistake about it, I see, I give credit when it's due. I definitely respect and things of that nature. However, they just simply come through to you. Now, what this means is, the reason I said that is definitely a reason. But nevertheless, you guys are ultimately blessed, okay? So if you have your health, your strength, your mind, your body, you know what I'm saying? People got to really, really think. And, stop, unraveling and running amok sort of thing. Now, I did post that on my wall, 99 days for the thief and only 1 day for the police. I put that on the wall, as a messenger, and that's real, you know what I'm saying? How long do you think things could last and go on? Some of you guys seen the corruption around you, just like, when you go in these stores and you see certain things, you look at an employee put some money in his pocket from the cash register, do some crazy, you see that short-lived, okay? And then you see him get caught, you're like, whatever. And then they look at you like, well, you're the one that... No, you're not the one. You're the one. You're on camera, fool. You're all day, every day, taking the same thing, doing the same thing. But the bottom line is this. I know this is bigger than that because this is really hurtful to... In anything that people do in that fashion is always going to be hurtful to more than just the immediate, okay? So why? Because it spirals out in every way. It's like, to arrest a person, first of all, it takes taxpayer dollars, it takes money, it takes time, it takes this, it takes data, it takes official body work, it takes a physical person. You have to actually pay that person. It takes gas to ride to the place. Don't tell them where they're coming from to get that. All the above. So it takes a lot. All right, so it's not just that person did a petty crime. That petty crime ended up, what do you call, a real grandiosity type of time, and you guys know the acronym for time is TIME, things I must earn, things I must experience. What have you earned? Nothing. All right. So it's constantly draining. So these are like the vampires of the universe, okay, if you will. I'm going to say that first. These are the vampires of the universe. this message is because, the higher realms told me to tell you guys, it hurts me as a messenger when I see certain people. See, I don't know if you guys know, but certain messengers have certain abilities. And I've been one of them. I've been fortunate to have, so many capabilities, right? And that's why it's very hard for me to be angry, with someone that's even deceitful towards me. Because I know what I know times, that infinity. I know the side of that. I know what you guys are spiritually connected to. I know what's, the dynamic of you, so to speak. And then neither here nor there. That's why you see people at a calm level, because they know what they know about this situation. And not just the fact that, you can be used by other spiritual energies. It's deeper than that. See, the higher realm showed me you guys, a lot of times shows me you guys that actually got on your knees and pray. Even the ones that say, oh, I don't pray. Even how they say an atheist pray in a foxhole. You know what I mean? And always remember this, when someone says, I don't believe in God, they already admitted to it. So that's like, that's just like a person saying, I'm humble. What? That just lost the humility right there. Like, what? That just lost the whole, even though humility and humble is two different things. But there's a fine line when you say you're humble. That means you're not. So that's the bottom line. So at any rate, let's move on, because I need to really acquire this message, fate, because the higher realms has employed this special duty upon me for you guys to know. And this is for those who are, the federal workers that really initially have to go. All right. A lot of you guys saw the corruption. All right. You couldn't stop it, because a lot of you guys knew you couldn't stop it because it was way beyond you. You wanted, some of you guys even wanted to, you had a little inkling of you wanted to, but then you guys, things got good to you. So say like the good person that was there in the federal government that was trying to, uphold something. Say like you had 2/3 of good in you. I'm going to say 2/3, right, of good in you, like working overtime, like, this is not right. I just don't want to be here to do this. You guys couldn't quit because they will follow you. They will stalk you. They will harass you. You guys already knew that. You couldn't come out a certain way because you already knew that you wouldn't be able to get another job because they would damage you so bad. It would be pathetically corrupt to do anything. They will harm your family, blah, blah. I mean, this is what I'm getting, you guys, okay? So it was a never-ending situation, because once you're in, it was almost like, real deep gang thing. You were in, okay? And that's what I'm hearing from you guys in every way. Now I was wondering, because I remember I used to be like, why do they say check this off if you worked for federal government on the applications, because certain government, they won't deal with you, if you work with certain government. And I didn't understand why. Now I get it. Because a lot of these applications want you to check it off. And if you even program certain programs, you couldn't get programs because if you were with the federal government, they don't even want you in a program. So now I know why they would kind of like applications that were set in place, that if you work for government, you couldn't get this, you couldn't get that. You could only get it from them. You know what I'm saying? So they set that up for you guys. So a lot of you guys really recognized too late that you were in something that initially had your fate. Some of you guys prayed for, this to be found out. A lot of you guys prayed for this moment to come. You know what I mean? But you guys didn't realize it was going to come like this, like, whew, and basically knock down everything. Some of you guys were looking at a small portion. Some of you guys don't even know how deep the rabbit hole was really embedded. You know what I mean? And you guys didn't even know how much you were indebted just by being an employee there. So my heart goes out to those who were, initiated or, initiated to, not even initiated, but pods or pawns for this special group of whatever, you know what I mean? So my heart goes out to you guys, but a lot of you guys recognize that you couldn't go anyway. You know what I'm saying? And the more you stayed, the more, things were laid and played out. Um, you know, that's what I'm gonna say. So, and what I mean is that the more you stay, the more you seen certain ways things were played. You seen a lot of, even in the post office, you seen a lot of stuff. You seen a lot of stuff every which way. You seen how packages gonna get still. You know what I'm saying? Until people start recording, it was the until they found out that post lady would rub anyway, it's a lot, rub some stuff on the mail, but they kept on saying that this post person, all the above. So you guys knew that things were right. You lost mail, you lost money, people didn't hear. You guys knew something was really bizarre. Okay, so take a yeah. So the bottom line is this: to those who really did get on their knees and pray for a way out, because a lot of you guys had, fear and doubt. You know what I mean? I can't make it up. And I can't say anything further. You know what I'm saying? But this was some type of vicious cycle here where you guys knew that you were unable to get out. And so for those of you like that, let me tell you guys, the higher realms, a lot of you guys got on your knees and you prayed. Okay, pray for forgiveness. That's what this was about. You guys prayed for forgiveness every single time you did something that wasn't right. You actually prayed for forgiveness, which is interesting. I don't know. I just don't do it. But you guys prayed for forgiveness as you did it, right? And like I said, you guys, your hand was forced. So don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say, anything. It was just weird for a minute. But yeah, now I see you guys, your hand was forced every time. So the bottom line is this. I need to let you guys know this was necessary. It was spiritually necessary. This is like, I don't know, the spirit was telling me like a spiritual, I don't know, it's like slunkum or something like that. I have to look it up because the high realms be telling me stuff. I have no clue. A spiritual slumcum. Let me stop this thing. Wait a minute. Okay, so I put in slumcum like that. It sounded like it was coming from the spiritual realm, but it brought me slumdom. So bear with me for a second, you guys. Okay, so in the spiritual realm, sometimes things sound not so clear, but it's showing me like spiritual slum dome, like slum dome. And it's showing me like a district of slums wandering through slumdom, the quality of state or being a slum, a once fashionable district declining slowly into slumdom. So that's what that was, like a spiritual slumdom, something just declining. You guys saw it going down. You saw people going, the federal government, I don't want to work for the federal government. Maybe you guys heard it or you saw it and you seen it slowly declining and things of that nature. So that's what the higher realms are saying. It's a spiritual slumdom, slumdom. So that's what I'm getting, you guys. So a lot of you guys saw that, and somehow you recognize that this was a decline in a lot of things. Maybe you guys saw the money being sucked out of the life of people not being able to, retire and get their full retirement check because they were holding it up and things of that nature. So a lot of you guys saw a lot of things, firsthand. However, your hand was involved in being forced, So it's kind of like this. It's like, I always tell people, you can't cry victim. You know what I'm saying? The reason being is because, like, they say the first time, you can cry victim only. The first time you recognize something, you can cry victim. But the second time, you will volunteer. Because you know that you know it's going down. You know that you know it's coming around. You know that you ain't no clown. So what is the sound? Remove yourself, right? So let me say this again. The first time, you're a victim. The next time, you are simply a volunteer. So a lot of you guys, your hand was forced, but you were kind of, yeah, it is what it is, you guys. So the main message that I have for you guys is that little did you know the higher realms were working against that, what was working below. So the higher realms want you to know that this is what you needed to clear out your karmic debt. Some of you guys was like increasing karmic debt. Some of you guys had affairs. Some of you guys had illegitimate babies in that workplace. And I only want to say, but the bottom line is I'm hearing all of that, right? And a lot of you guys have been living lies, off of the spies of the lies. So the higher realms, sees all. So what I'm saying is a lot of you guys were on your knees, on your begging knee so many times, all right? And this is what I'm getting. This is the message I have for you guys, okay? And, wow. Yeah, I hear you. So at any rate, those, so those things took place. So the higher realm said, there's no such thing as like, the spiritual disgrace type of thing. So I don't know, that's what higher realms are saying, because you guys have cleared out your karmic debt. This is what you needed to clear your karmic debt. All right? So you guys don't fight because you have cleared your karmic debt in full. All right? And that's no bull. So this is where we must part ways, you guys. If life lasts and death past, you will see or hear me again. Until then, Paul A, peace be unto you, and within one.